replied, I knew who you were even before Philip found you. Filled with elation, I called, Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel. I knew within my heart that he was the Christ, and that I, Nathanael, needed him. I followed him for 3 years as one of the disciples. When Jesus ascended into heaven, I worked with some of the other disciples in Jerusalem. I also traveled as a missionary to Persia, Armenia, and Egypt. The true manner of my death is not recorded. Some say that I was crucified or beheaded. You know, they even said that I was flayed alive. How I died is not important. What matters is that I died gladly for my Savior. Yeah, my torturers, they destroyed my earthly body. And they put an end to my earthly ministry. But they could not destroy my soul, which lives today in a mansion in heaven. This is Christ, my Savior.
Before Jesus called me, I belonged to a group of high-headed, bloodthirsty revolutionaries known as zealots. Before Rome enslaved my country, God turned his back on us. I didn't know what to do. I was upset, complaining, beyond myself. One day, by the Sea of Tiberias, I met Jesus of Nazareth, and he told me of another kind of kingdom, the kingdom of the human heart, where God reigns supreme. Since that day, my attitude towards Rome, towards God, and my fellow man has changed. My intentions have been relieved. I'm not uptight anymore. He gave me a balance in life that I had never known, a peace beyond understanding. I couldn't help but follow him because he was the greatest person I had ever known. Unconditionally and completely, I surrendered myself to his ways. To think his thoughts, to love as he loved, to obey as he obeys, to serve as he served. After the cross, I was still there. I dedicated my life to the way of Christ because there's no breach between people that cannot be healed when they love Christ. Amen.
I was a fisherman, so my brother Andrew brought me to Jesus. Jesus saw me and said, your sheep is called Cetus, which means rock, stone. Maybe he already saw in me the steadfastness and the faith that I yearned for. It took so long to grow within me. You see, I was headstrong and impulsive. I would do and say anything I wanted that I feel sorry for today. In the Garden of Gethsemane, when the mob came for Jesus, I drew my sword to protect them and cut off one of the slaves' ears. Jesus was furious. Put that sword back in its sheath. He said, they that live by the sword shall die by the sword. I fled in shame and terror. You see, it was I who boasted that I would never forsake my Lord and Savior. But in the midst of danger, I cursed and denied him. 3 times God? And Jesus answered, Thou art Peter, and upon this rock I shall build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. When my Lord ascended up into heaven, I became one of the leaders in the church in Jerusalem. God used my soul and spoke through me, and 3,000 souls were converted. My life ended at the age of 75. I died in Rome, crucified as a martyr for Christ. But I requested that I die head downward because I wasn't worthy to die resembling Christ in death. You see, my life was like shifting sand before I came to Christ. And Jesus is my sure and true foundation.
Amen.
Praise God. Father, you are eternal. You're the provider of all things, and we thank you. Take. This is my body, which is broken for you.